So let's talk about, and mind y'all, I'm about to upgrade my Midjourney. I had to upgrade. I was like, I gotta update. The video been eating a lot of my hours, so I had to go into relax mode. Had to buy some more hours and go into relax mode, baby, just to preserve it. So I moved from relax mode back to fast mode, so that we can do these things. So here's the new video option, which is a explore or loop. So let me go over to create. Let's close some of these things now. All right. And so when you start with your prompt,
Are you sharing your screen?
I am, uh, or maybe I wasn't, which is fine. Okay. So thank you for that. When we start here with just sharing our prompts, and mind you, if you guys ever are running low on hours, you can what we call top up, right? So if you go to your name and manage subscription, you can always just buy more fast hours. Okay. So my plan, I'm on the $60 plan, it renews on the 8th. I ran out earlier. And so I had to click buy more and it tells you how much they are. And for me, the $20, 5 hours is usually a lot. Um, but remember, these are fast hours. You can actually continue to generate if you run out. You can continue to generate, all right, with slow hours. So 30 hours of fast generations. And then it's like unlimited slow generation. Okay. Um, so how do you control the generations is if you're in the prompt mode, go to the settings right here where these sliders are. And here's where you control relax mode. So you're gonna have unlimited relax. The fast hours is what we use because it just takes forever. Find that the relax on images is still pretty fast. It's the relax on video that's crazy. So I had mine on relax hours. Now I'm gonna push it back to fast hours. So for the purposes of this. But that's just FYI when you're getting close to your limit and you're like, should I upgrade? Particularly if you're playing a lot with video, that's a way to play around with it. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, let me go back real quick. I bought 5 hours the other day. You can see it says awarded and purchased still 5 hours. So I still got the same 5 hours. Okay. But I don't have any regular hours ready because I don't burnt through them. Okay. So that being said, just a little tip for folks. So now let's do video. So what they've done now is that you can actually loop your video. So if you're going to loop a video, I'm going to recommend that you have two images that are, say, maybe in the same series. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a starting frame, which I'm going to make the starting frame this image. Okay. And the ending frame, I got to make it this image. So now it looks like I can actually tell it to make some sort of transition. Okay. I'm going to leave it in low motion because I don't need it to do a lot. I'm just going to say plus size hair. Um, using her smartphone to make video content. Uh, she moves effortlessly through the scene, ending in a full turn. Now, it might not do all the things but I'm gonna let it do as much as it wants to, and I'm just gonna click. So the great thing about generating things in Midjourney, especially if you do something, say, with a consistent character. I'm doing my digital twin. These are the digital twins that I did on Foul AI. It's through the Simona Ferretti class. Okay. But while this is running, I'm going to just choose a spoke model. All right. We're just going to pick a woman. I need her to have a little melanin. So we're going to say Hispanic. All right, so we're just gonna pick one of these, where them fans at type of models. Well, let's see if we can choose her. All right, so I'm just gonna steal the prompt. I don't really care what she looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a 916. And I'm just gonna generate that so I can try to get my first model. All right. While that's working, let's look at the videos. See if it did what I told it to do. Okay, it pulled my sleeve off, but it did give me the 360 spin. Okay, so let's see the next one. Still pull my sleeve off, shooting content. Oh, they pulled the sleeve off because the other dress ended up with no sleeve. Okay, so that's cute. Okay. So not terrible. I think she's moving too fast. Okay, here's one that I like. Okay, so it moves slow. All right. Okay, and so we see that something as simple as sleeves versus sleeveless makes a difference with how it morphs, right? Hadn't considered that. Okay. But it did start in the one frame and end in the other frame. And then I like how it just made the dress do what it did. It gave me legs on this one. So I would definitely do this again, right? And I did low motion. I'm gonna say okay. So I said plus size African American woman, flowing silver hair, using a smartphone, making video content. She walks slowly from one scene to a different scene, symbolizing life transition. So we'll see what it does now. All right, so now we've got this chick. Okay, so we're gonna use her as our Omni reference. Okay. So we got her in leggings. We're gonna say a photograph of a young, beautiful woman wearing pink, a pink party. Let's see, a pink um party dress. Posing for the camera, her hands on her hips, her hair is long, dark, perfect. So I'm keeping everything about her the same, right? But I'm using her as an Omni reference. And it's at 155. I'm going to put about 300 on the Omni reference. That's saying that I want you to keep it a lot like her. So omni-reference is the same as consistent character. Okay. What I'm trying to do is get multiple images of the same character. All right. I'm at 76%. Ooh, look at this little bitty bobtail dress. Let's see what we're going to do with this at 84%. So we got, and which chick did I use? I used that one. Let me hide these so I'm not confused as to which one we use it as an omni-reference. And it's important with omni-reference that the face is clear so that you can get the same character. Okay, so now they're giving me her and that. So I'm gonna do a pink dress. And then I'm gonna change it into a pink um jogging suit. All right, so let's see what got me this time. Ooh, come on, thighs. Ooh, did they have just flip on me? Look, look, watch the hair. The head shook with it, child. Okay, so that wasn't terrible. I don't know why they're moving so fast. Okay, that wasn't terrible. She looks weird though. Oh, that was cute. Okay, so this one I would use. I just don't know why it's moving so fast. All right. So I might, and that was something that's indicative of all of them. So I don't know if I can control. It's already in low motion. I'm gonna put slow motion. Already got the low. Let's try it one more time. Okay. So now this is the same thing that I had on. So it didn't give me jogging suit. It gave me pretty much the same athletic wear. I need something completely different. Let's go with ball gown. Okay, and again, what I'm trying to do is to kind of get this character more than one time so we can actually see a transition. So what might work is, now notice you cannot omni-reference for video yet. Okay, so I will do this. I will do a starting frame as her. Let's do a starting frame. So here and an ending frame here. So I'm just gonna leave everything as it is. I'm not gonna give it any motion. I'm just gonna let it decide the motion. But as you can see, it should give us a turn based on the fact that we start here and go here. Okay, and I'm gonna take the omni reference off. We're not using that anymore. And go. Okay. It didn't give me nothing too exciting on these. Okay, but let's look at this one. So now it slowed it down. So as you can see, I started with slow motion. Look, their hair swinging is hilarious to me. All right. The next one. Okay, that wasn't bad. So I needed to put slow motion in it. Still morphed weirdly. So the only one in here that I could use is this second one. Oh, where's the second one? This one. So, all right. So it says invalid link. I don't know what it means when it said invalid link, so I'm gonna just try it again. Okay, so while that's running, I'm gonna go ahead and answer your questions. So the additional fast hours carry is like if you run out. Like for me, I just ran out of time. So instead of upgrading to the next level, I just bought a few more hours.
I think what I'm trying to say, because if you still have regular hours, it's because I remember when it first came out, you only had like 4. I think you can only do 4 videos. So now, can you do more than that?
I'm on the $60 one, so it was never 4 for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it was like if you're on the $10 or the $30. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know how many videos they ends up being for y'all.
So on the $60, is there a limited amount of videos that you can create, or is it?
So it's not, it's fast hours, right? So there's
Okay,
no
got it.
limit. There's no limit on anything on how many. It's about how many fast hours you have.
I understand.
Okay. So they just said 4, but that wasn't the limit. So if you look at it, let's just look at the plans. Let's get this. Close this. Change plan. Okay, so if you look at the plans, it tells you limited generations about 200 a month, general commercial terms, optional credit top ups, say 3 concurrent jobs at a time. Use of the video editor, blah, blah. So it's basically giving you a guess that you can do about 200 images a month. Okay, so maybe it was 4. I don't know, but for everything else, I've been on the $30 plan or the $60 plan the whole time.
Okay.
So it says 15 fast hours. So it doesn't go by how many it's because one video could take up 30 seconds, and then one video could take 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So it eats up your time that way. So when you run out of fast hours, you can buy more fast hours.
Okay.
Okay. But you have unlimited relaxed generations. So for the $30, you can keep it in relaxed mode and it'll never eat into your fast hours. So I guess you don't have that on the $10. And then on the 60, I have unlimited relaxed image and video generations. So I just could top up and still keep everything on relaxed until I renew on the 8th of the month. Okay. Sherry, you had your hand up. Did you have a question?
Yeah, it was by accident. I'm sorry. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Any more questions?
Yeah. Sorry, one more question. So the closer to, you said 300 is your sweet spot for it actually doing the reference?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's different if you're doing it yourself, right? If like for the images of me, I had to go lower than that.
Okay.
So you just play with it to see where you get. About 3,400 seems to be it for skinny, light-skinned people. I found I had to go down to like 255 to get mine. Sometimes 200 to get my lookalike images to look like me.
I have a question. Can you show me where you click for the Omni reference? I'm kind of missed that.
Yeah, so I'll have to circle back to that. Let's just get to this part. Let's go. Okay, so let's see what this one did. Remember, she stopped. Let's see what she's gonna end. Oh, nice, simple transition. right? So because she ended up in the same, pretty much same outfit, slightly different, and just turning her sideways, we didn't get a whole lot of weirdness with her movement. All right, so this is, let's see, that was the first video. Here's the second video. Still a little weirdness with how she moves here. I just think I don't like how it jumps to make the transition. It's not a smooth transition. This one is pretty smooth, but it's still a little sketchy. Okay, so let's try this. Let's go with, oh, wait a minute. Seems to be have lost.
And it looks funny, her bracelet jumps from one wrist to the other wrist.
Yeah, and so that's the weirdness, right? So it's important to, so for me personally, I'm liking so far just having the starting frame. Okay. And I just put she's posing for the camera. I'm not going to do anything other than change my prompt, and let's just let Midjourney do its natural thing. So I think it's, for me, more, it looks more natural. I see where they're trying to go with the looping, right? But this looks more natural. So now let's see. We did the before and after. What I didn't do is play with the loop, right? So I just play with the loop, and I'm gonna see what it does now. Well, I don't know what's going on. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one to see if the looping, I don't know what was going on with the images here. Images are weird, so let's, okay, what's going on? Okay, so look at how natural it is, and all I gave it was a starting frame. We don't have the jumping, we have less morphing. You know, still a little unnatural with this movement, so I don't know what's going on, because it didn't have, okay, that's better. Still, yeah, I don't know what they're doing with the fast movement. So let me try something else, okay? So let's just try let's try this one. And instead of giving it a starting frame, I'm just gonna click low motion and see what it does with this one. So you can click low motion, you click animate. All right, so let's see what happens when I looped it. Okay, so it just does the same motion over and over again, which is not bad. It's still a little bit more natural. Okay. Don't love it, but okay. Okay, so it just gives me a loop and it doesn't transition. So I'm not mad at the looping. I like this one. I could use this one. All right, so I'm not mad at the looping. Let me try one more thing on this. I'm going to delete. And it looks like the only thing you can loop is, when you loop, it basically gives you the same frame instead of two different frames. It's the same image. It automatically put this other image over here to loop it. So you don't get to do a beginning and an end. So if you do a start and finish frame, they can be two different images. If you do a loop, it's going to be the same image. It's just going to animate it. Okay. All right. So now this is just the low animation. I like it much better. That did a little morphing. All right. And then let's see about this one. Okay, we didn't get any morphing here. Really good. Very natural movement on this one. Very little morphing at the very end. Oh, really good. The dress morphed a little bit to give you the tail at the end, but you didn't, most people won't see it. So it looks like the best option right now, even though they're introducing this new stuff, Midjourney, it'll improve. I think the best option is to generate your image like these, like so, like that. Select the image and go to low motion. That's what we've already been doing. You can also just mouse over it and click animate. But that's what we've been doing. And so I'm not mad. So that's how the new in frame and looping work for Midjourney. Any questions?